Hi Diamonds, how are you? Today we're going to do a different bandage. We're looking at bandaging for wounds. Very, very basic indeed. Actually, you could just get the casualty to hold the bandage onto the wound. The bandage I'm going to show you today is working on the premise that there's no foreign objects in the wound and you've cleaned it. Okay. So we're going to look at keeping it sterile. So we always use sterile dressing. So sterile dressing means it's in its package, in its original package, not damaged, and typically it has to be in date. Let me show you. There you are. So that's a dressing that we're going to use today, and I'll show you the technique for using that. So I have yet another casualty, aren't we? Should I say, are we lucky to have so many casualties? Maybe, maybe not. But let's invite our casualty. Right, tell everyone your name.
My name is Latana.
Okay, so Latana, sit down. Right, you've got a wound to your arm. How did you do that?
I tripped and I landed on my wrist.
Okay. Obviously, with the history, there could be a possibility of fractures, so we're going to rule that out and talk to them and find out if they... did you hear any crack noises? Are you in a lot of pain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in a lot.
For a second, we'll say when you're not in a lot of pain, because otherwise they'll think it's fractured. Tell them you're not in a lot of pain.
I'm not in a lot of pain.
Good, excellent. Fortunately, not in a lot of pain. Other things I can do, as your learning gets advanced, you can do things like checking the fingernail and seeing if it's red, which means good circulation, which makes it less likely that there is a fracture. I can't see any deformity, and he described it to me as a scrape, didn't you? Yeah. So he's had a scrape. We'll clean it. The best thing that I've found when cleaning a wound is a shower. You stick that limb under a shower and it completely cleans the wound. But if you don't have that, use what you've got. Okay. As long as it's reasonable. So water would be good. You tear open the dressing, look. The treatment for bleeding is pressure and elevation. So we do the pressure and then we do the elevation. So when you open one of these dressings, you get a short bit first. Can you see that? And then the pad. Don't touch the pad. Okay, so I'm going to put a dressing on for you. We've cleaned that wound up for you. I'm going to put a dressing on, and then you have to keep that on and you have to change it regularly. You'll notice I haven't put any cream on it. Creams can make these stick and then they're very difficult to peel off and it's very uncomfortable for the person. So that's a risk that there is, and when you take this off you might want to, if it is stuck, you might want to put a bit of water and then it hopefully releases. What you don't want is the wound to heal and then you disrupt it again. So changing these regularly is a very good idea. So put your arm up for me, please. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then you can even get the casualty to help. Just stick your thumb out. No? And just close your thumb. So do you see how I got him to help? He's just holding that there. So now I can just take that round his wrist. I've sealed off the bottom bit. I'm going to go and seal off the top bit. Okay. So he's got a nice dressing and it looks dramatic. And no, he can't get out of homework, so that won't work. Okay. How did that feel?
Good. Good.
What you don't want is the bandage to be too tight. What will happen is that the fingers will turn blue and then you're the problem. So now, can you see the value of me having done this? Because I can ask him to let go of that and I can just tie that end off to that end. I can tie it off in the palm, I can tie it off on the top. Actually, he's got a nice little glove out of it. Okay. So I've made him a glove and he can make it look trendy, and I can do the shoelace knot and tie it off, or I can just tuck that in there. Entirely up to you. The idea of this isn't how pretty it looks. The idea of this is, will it apply pressure to the wound and keep the pressure on the wound so that the wound starts healing? Will it protect it from infection? That's why you cover the wounds, to protect it from infection and keep the wound healing. Obviously, when you re-examine the wound, which you will because you'll be changing the dressing, if there is pus or if there's a red line moving from the wound toward the heart, that needs to go to A&E, so that will need help. But for now, are you all fixed?
Yes.
Excellent. Try not to fall over again, yes? Alright. Now, with your good arm, wave bye-bye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Well done. Remember to let me see your attempt. Let me know how it goes. I'll give you feedback. We're happy to receive the successes and the tragedies because people learn from the tragic attempts. And even I started somewhere, so I had the tragic attempt when I started. And people who aren't practiced because they don't do a lot of wound treatment also have tragic attempts. I see it with everybody, from professionals to public. It's not a problem. We'll just help you to fix it. Well done for trying. Post your videos. Take care. Wave goodbye.
Bye.
Not with that one. Thank you.
Hey, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being by my side when no one else was. You are the reason why I'm smiling right now, and I appreciate you so much.